As someone who has to wear multiple hats in life as a parent, when you feel like you're saying the same thing over and over repeatedly, how should you deal with content fatigue?
Two things. So the first thing, on the content fatigue, the question I would ask all of you is, who are you making the content for? My belief is that most people are making the content for themselves and what they want out of it. The reason I don't have content fatigue is because I get great joy out of making the content for all of you. So for me, I'm capable, and my friends ask me this all the time, aren't you tired of saying the same shit over and over? And I'm like, never. For example, for some of the people here that have been consuming my content, I think this will resonate. There's been things that really, if you think about the 3 best pieces of content that I've ever made for you, I bet you'll realize once I say this, that you had heard me say it 19 other times prior to that. It was just that you were ready to hear it that time. So for me, when you've got as powerful of a story that can help so many young women, like actually being vulnerable and authentic about having an eating disorder, you could talk about that every day for the rest of your life, because you know on the other side, there's some girl in Stockholm right now that needs it. So for a lot of you, content fatigue comes from the fact that it's selfish, not selfless. That's not bad. I have plenty of selfish wants and needs too. But I think the reason you can easily get to a place of not having content fatigue is similar to what resonated for you about loving the process. Once you make all of your content for the sake of the person on the other side of it, you'll never stop. So that's one place to think about. The second one's ironically the complete reverse answer. The thing that you need to do with overwhelming is to be kinder to yourself. With all the hats that you're wearing, especially mothering 3 children, all of us beat ourselves up too much. That's where you need to be very selfish. The place where everyone needs to be the most selfish is in the way they love themselves. The way things are quiet for me and not overwhelming is I'm my biggest fan. But not in a narcissistic, egotistical way, in a I'm compassionate to me. You have to be nicer to yourself. We're human beings. Every person in here is gonna do something stupid today. I think I'm really good at stuff. Business, I'll make it narrow. I think I'm really good at business. I'm gonna make 150 big mistakes this year. Having the capacity to be kind to yourself and predicate it on your effort is everything. You know, and that doesn't mean don't hold yourself to a standard. That means just have more compassion to yourself. You're juggling a lot of shit. Family, business, brand, 3 children, and content creator, you've got a lot going on. You're allowed to have a bad hour, you're allowed to have a bad day, you're allowed to have a bad week, month, and you're allowed to have a bad year. We just need to be nicer to ourselves.
Many people experience content fatigue because they create content solely for themselves. By making content that serves others, you can find joy in helping others and avoid burnout. Wearing multiple hats can be overwhelming, so it's important to show yourself compassion and kindness. Self-love is a crucial form of selfishness that can help you navigate the challenges of life with more ease. Being kind to yourself doesn't mean lowering your standards. You can still hold yourself to a high standard while also having compassion for yourself and recognizing that mistakes are a natural part of growth. By predicating self-love on effort, you can achieve success without sacrificing your mental well-being.